Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Very excited today's beer comes from courtesy of my man Jim. Thank you so much, Jim. We saw each other over the holidays, and he was in from Wisconsin, and we traded a bunch of beers in person. And this was one of the ones I got. So it's Toppling Goliath. It's Fire, Skulls, and Money, India Pale Ale, awesome can art. I've not had this beer before. I've reviewed at least two, I think, Toppling Goliath beers at this point. Um, um, I don't know how many. I've had a few more. Yeah, probably had six maybe at this point in my life. Um, but this is not one of them. It is about a month, about 6 weeks old. And oh wait, no, my bad. Over 2 months old. And it says it's good for another month and a couple weeks. So they're giving a pretty big range um, for how fresh they think this beer or how good this beer will be in terms of freshness for an IPA. I don't know what style it is. It says inspired by a trip to the West Coast, which made me think, oh, it's probably West Coast style beer. But then it continues saying, designed to capture the wild spirit of adventure and brewed to be enjoyed with friends. This rich IPA is for those with wanderlust in their hearts and fire in their eyes. And this is where I'm like, oh, wait, this does not sound like a West Coast beer. Join our Citra, Mosaic, Galaxy, and Nelson hops on a journey to the bottom of your glass. So now I'm thinking it's probably going to be a hazy beer. I rolled it just in case there is sediment to try to, reincorporate that into the whole beer. I couldn't find an ABV. I'm going to guess being an IPA, it's somewhere like that 6 to 8 range because they're not calling it a double. But let's find out. Yeah, okay, it's hazy. To my knowledge, I don't. Maybe I've watched. I mean, if someone else has had this beer, I may have watched a review. I'm not remembering any notes about this beer, so yeah, pretty blind. And Jim and I talk about beer all the time, so I can't remember if he liked this beer or not. I think he recently asked me if I tried it yet, so it makes me think he does like it. But yeah, about 2.5 fingers ahead. Yeah, super hazy. I mean, you can't see through it. It has a thick, almost like smoothie juice kind of a hybrid. Um, what you're seeing really close to what I'm seeing actually must be the lighting at this particular moment. It's spot on. That nice, yeah, orange color. Head, small bubbles. There are some super tiny, but usually mostly small. Off white. Boring. Let's see what it tastes or smells like. I'm just excited to taste it. All right. What it smells like. Yeah, I'm not surprised at what hops it had. This would be an interesting one to do blind because you're getting like specific citrus notes. You're getting like mango and nice tropical notes, but I do get a little bit of like an earth wine kind of a thing. It almost has like it's interesting because it's pretty sweet smelling, but there is this dry quality, and that's what I'm kind of assuming is this like wine, like a dry wine thing. But yeah, I mean, crushed pineapple. It has galaxy in it. Sweet citrus. I get that a lot with Citra. Some tropical aromas that I would get from Citra and Mosaic in my mind. And again, like this drying when I'm thinking is kind of like a dry white wine. No, but yeah, smells awesome. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. This is good. Yeah. Okay. So glad I said about the wine and the aroma. Definitely get that like dry white wine in here with the fruits. Um, this is drinking this good now. I wonder like super fresh how good it was. Um, yeah, the level of bitterness is a little lower than what I've had lately from these New England style IPAs. So that's if you want something less bitter, at least than what I've been drinking lately. This has a lower bitterness that I more closely associate with New England style IPAs. I should just start saying NEPAs. But yeah, I get some of that pineapple, I get that mango, like I got in the aroma. Um, it's interesting. Oh, there's like that. What I what I think of like New England yeast. I think like that flavor comes from that kind of yeast, like this, because it kind of tastes a little yeasty. I get a little bit of that as well, like that crackery. bread kind of a thing in there. So maybe that's coming through a little more since it is about 2 months and a week old. I'm doing very good math. As I'm drinking more, I'm getting a little bit more bitterness. I'm gonna say it's still not quite as bitter as some of the other IPAs I've had lately. What else is it? But yeah, kind of like I've said in some other recent reviews of this style, like the mango, it's kind of closer to the skin. It's not as ripe as I kind of thought of a taste I was going to get based on the nose. Yeah, the white wine note is nice and kind of dries out some of that sweetness, which is working so well with the bitterness. Definitely at this point in time, at least, these flavors are all working very well together, have melded together. I don't think I could say anything like really sticking out. Anything's like wow, this is a dominant taste in here, which is fine. Like that's not a critique at all. You know, a balanced beer is wonderful. Good mouthfeel as well. Definitely medium to full. Some citrus. You know, it's not overly zesty, but there's a little bit of that going on too. It's I tell you what, it's an interesting beer. There is so much going on, but at the same time, like I said, it's all working well together, all kind of melding together. But you do get some of these very specific individual tastes. Yeah, good beer. Well done, Toppling Goliath. Still drinking good now. I wouldn't worry about that. I drink it fresh, sure, or fresher, but I wouldn't worry too much about this either. Thanks again, Jim. I really appreciate it. Cheers to you. Cheers to everyone else who was watching. Cheers to you if you follow me on Instagram and or Untapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.